Hey guys, so today I'm going to explain to you how to finish a straight footlock. I just won 2 of my 3 matches at Worlds with the straight footlock.
Let's go, Mikey! Let's go! He's gonna tap!
Good, keep going, Mikey.
He's gonna tap.
Keep going, Mikey.
Yes!
And I want to explain the braking mechanics behind it for you guys, okay? I just released a DVD on this. If you guys want to learn more details, check that out. So what I want to explain is how you actually finish a footlock. So how I'm going to explain this is I call it the sandwich theory because it just makes it make more sense with joint submissions. Basically, how you finish any joint submission, you're boxing in what you're trying to finish, okay? So I'm going to use an armbar for an example. When you do an armbar, there's 3 parts of his arm that we're focused on. The shoulder, the elbow, and the hand. What we're breaking in an armbar is the elbow, right? So we're going to box in the elbow, and the shoulder and the hand are going to go the same direction. So if I do an armbar here on John, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pressure right on his shoulder down, okay? As I put pressure on his shoulder down, it keeps his shoulder down. So I push his shoulder down. I push his hand down as well. As I push his hand down, it goes back as well. Now look at the visual of the elbow. The elbow's in the middle, right? As I bridge up and put pressure on the elbow goes forward, breaking the elbow, okay? Now John wanted to defend that armbar and he started bringing his shoulder up. Bring your shoulder up. Now look at this. So now I'm putting pressure and it's not breaking his elbow. Why? Because he brought his shoulder forward, look. So now when I bring pressure into his elbow, it's the same line. So now it's not going to break his elbow until I exceed his shoulder with the elbow, okay? Getting in front of it. So whenever you're doing a submission, you're focusing on the 2 things on the outside, and then you're making them go the same direction, and the middle thing goes forward, all right? So how is this relevant for us in a footlock? When we do a footlock, let's look at the 3 things. The toes, here, which is the tibial tuberosity, the shin, we'll just call it, tibial tuberosity shin, the toes, and then the ankle, which we're breaking, okay? So what do we have to do? We have to bend the toes down, okay? In my DVD, I explain all the different ways we bend the toes down and how we manipulate the foot, okay? We bend the toes down, but again, this is where a lot of people get wrong. They go for a foot lock and they're putting pressure on the foot down, look. But if John's knee and shin keeps going up, look how his foot could bend and it's not gonna submit him. Because now his knee, his shin is up. So now as I bring his toes down, look how this is up. So it's not going to put pressure on his ankle. So what we have to do is every time we do a footlock and we put pressure, we push down the shin as well. I want you to think of the shin as if you're bending the toes. So you're bending the toes and the shin in the same directions. Look what that's going to do. Now what's in front? The ankle. And that's going to break the ankle. Okay, so when we're here, and I put pressure on his shin, on his toes down, and his shin down. Now, as I put pressure on the ankle, it's going to tap him, breaking his ankle. Because the things on the outside go back, the middle thing goes forward, okay? You see how it's identical to an armbar. If I was doing a heel hook, it's the same thing. I'm in a heel hook, right? The hip and the foot are on the outside, the heel and the hip. The knee is in the middle, right? We want to break the knee. I hammer down the hip, keeping it back. Pressure here, right? I bring the heel to my mouth, here. Pressure here. Now look at the knee. It's in front of both. So now, as it's in front of both, look how I bridge in. It breaks the knee. Okay? That's what we're doing with a footlock. So there's 1,000 ways to set it up. In my DVD, I explain how we set it up and everything, and how we even grab. But again, we're breaking the ankle, right? I'm in this position. The leg configuration I show in the DVD is butterfly ashi. You can do this from single leg X as well. Here, I prefer butterfly ashi. But all we're doing is here. We push the shin down, the tibial tuberosity, this spot right here, down, like you're bending the toes. We bend the toes down. Now as we bend both down, we put pressure forward, lifting the ankle forward, okay? So, shin down, toes back, which is down. So you see how they're the same direction, guys. They're bending both down. Now forward, bringing the ankle forward. In my DVD, I also explain how I do the aoki lock, going double elbow control, rolling the heel up, and now it's a different finish a little bit, but it's also the same thing. And I also explained the Kyle Terra footlock, how they're all correlated in the guard system on my DVD, okay? But I just wanted to give you guys a quick concept for you guys to start finishing footlocks better, all right? Us.